Hello guys, welcome to the Protoss-Okko-Style. With me is Neoblade. Hello Neoblade.
Hello Mamba.
We're...
So we got the first disruptor drops of my life. I know the build orders out there, but I never accounted it myself. So if you have not seen the last game, please take a quick look at it.
Yeah, we're playing against another random player. I'm not sure if it's the same guy. I think the previous opponent was ranked Gold League, but it's another random player.
I can tell you. Do you know his name, or can you?
Phoenix.
No, I don't think.
You have not enough minerals.
Yeah, it's not important. I think the last one was Gold League.
The last one was Vanyali.
Okay, so
No, not Phoenix.
Not the same one. Lots of random players in the lower leagues. I'm not very used to play random on my main account. But it doesn't really matter, we don't need a probe scout. We just attack with our free salads, and then we know what race he is. Oh.
CannonRush, Proxy Rex, Proxy Gates, Proxy Hatch. Oh.
I have no idea what this is.
I think this will be cannons or gates, but I think cannon first and then, yeah. Just like attack with like what you would with Zerg, with four probes, and attack.
I don't think you need to. Like it's
okay.
the natural. This doesn't make sense.
We won't get out though. Will we just build a 4-gate or?
I think just like Immortals.
Okay.
Let's go for Stalker this game.
And the next time, please just pull 4 probes for every cannon and follow his probe like we would you would with Zerg. This kind of cannon rush is totally easy to defend.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense.
Well, he did it. But okay, whatever you like. If a 3-gate robo will kill this stuff, but he can do whatever he wants. He can build a second base, build oracles, and we will kill this.
I think like just with the first Immortal we can clear this and then we can counter-attack and he's dead.
Okay. Okay, so you cancelled the gate, so you could build a Immortal early on. Yeah. Okay. I guess we will need a little bit of micro there, but
we don't like. We built Stalkers, but we will just A-move. Like just now with the first Immortal.
We need an additional pylon, I think, and.
Okay, so lots of cannons. Lots of cannons. Okay.
War Prism.
You want to build a War Prism? Yeah, but for War Prism we could certainly kill it. We kill it too.
Okay, whatever you like.
Let's just go for that.
But I would like an additional pylon in between the buildings.
Oh yeah, that's
if
a
you
good
may.
idea.
Because I see you build pylons all over the place. I like that because we get vision and stuff like that, but
I return to serve.
Power for our buildings is quite good too.
Research completed.
Let's wait for the next Immortal.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
and then kill stuff.
You have not enough minerals. I return to serve.
So this is our first cheese.
Stalkers too.
Open again.
Yeah, and now it's just a move. Oh, we can expand behind it if you want to. Oh, no, come on. Our opponent is trolling us.
Nice.
Yeah, like now the game is over. I think like we could have broken out with a War Prisma too, like put 4 Stalkers in the Prism and harass him with it. Wouldn't have anything to deal with it.
Yeah. Could you please build an observer? Because I'm pretty sure he attacked to Dark Templar.
Yep. Would have built one. On the left, let's put the S.
We move unseen.
We'll take just a quick look at the replay.
Require my skills.
Yeah, he has nothing.
Guess what he has? We go for it.
Oh,
Invite me.
We unlocked the Stalker.
Invite me, invite me.
Yeah,
well, in
I think we could have pulled the probes.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how, like if you have enough DPS to get down like all the cannons before, when your first zealot is there. Like
if you take four probes for every cannon, if he builds 3, he invests very much into the. You have to build like Zerg. You have to build probes constantly, build a zealot constantly, and kill. Leave the pylons alone. One probe attacks us. We will. If you like it, we would just test it. I will play the same build order. I will do the CannonRush, and you. The same CannonRush he did, and you will just pull 4 probes for every cannon, and 1 probe tries to follow his probe. And oftentimes in the lower leagues, he will lose the probe.
Yeah, if you lose the probes, then it's obviously that. But I'm not sure about the. There will be a point where you don't have enough probes to combat the cannons. The moment there are like 5 cannons building simultaneously.
But this is the same rules applies if a Protoss cannon rushes a Zerg. If he builds 5 cannons, the Zerg does not have the stuff to.
Yeah, but no, it doesn't, because as Zerg you have Zerglings. You have like 6 Zerglings out very quickly. You have 6 Zerglings out way before you have a first zealot.
But you did not in Heart of the Swarm, I think. But in Heart of the Swarm, yeah, he did not have that much minerals. We will try it, okay? I'm curious. I think it would be you. We pause right here. Please pause.
Game paused.
So this, this probe of yours would have immediately followed his. He has to micro all the time. First of all, so now you have 19 probes and he has 3 cannons. So one of the cannons I think would die any moment now. But this means you have to pull 12 probes. Please, one word. Yeah. You will pull 12 probes for 3 cannons. Then you have 7. No, you have 6 minings. You have 6 mining, and you can take the probes out of gas.
Yeah.
Should we just try it?
Yeah, we can try it. The thing is, if you cancel the cannons and don't lose them, you will stack up a lot of minerals. And I think there will be a point where you have enough minerals to just smack down so many cannons. You don't have enough probes to combat it. And
just of course I can try that, but in the lower leagues these guys only will cancel the cannons. At first they will only cancel 1 or 2 cannons because they do not have the multitasking to cancel all of them. And the second part is I will try to do so, but it's very problematic in the lower leagues to save your probe, which you obviously need, and to cancel all the cannons at the right time. But I will try, and you will try to build a zealot and cancel every cannon. We'll just take a
do you want
look
to
at it.
finish the replay, or?
Yeah, I want to finish the replay.
Okay, let's finish it then first.
You can fast forward now.
Yeah. So our approach with the stalkers, I'm not sure. I think this is how. That's like the first thing that came to my mind, how to break out. I'm not sure if it, I think it would have worked with zealots too. But I think then
but
we
I
would
like,
have
but
gotten,
I like the model. Yeah, okay. You would take zealots and no, I like the stalker approach. Stalkers, I think are more, you can micro more about with them.
Yeah, and with zealots we would have gotten a lot of overruns on one base.
Yes.
We can utilize the castles. So yeah, we lost 1 immortal and 1 stalker. We could have microed better, then we wouldn't have lost a single unit. You could have microed less if you're in lower leagues and you face this. Like, I think you could have just A-moved. Then you would have maybe lost a little bit more.
I think your approach is totally fine, because a 3-gate robo was a standard in Wings of Liberty, and you can really put a lot of pressure with. In Heart of the Swarm, you killed a diamond guy, a diamond Zerg, with a 3-gate robo. You remember on Belgia Vestige?
Yeah, I remember that.
So this is pretty strong against stuff like this. It's not a solid build order anymore, of course, but in this case he invests a lot of stuff at our front, so we can just invest a lot of stuff in our army, so we can kill him. Really builds?
Yeah.
Okay. I just thought he built a nexus at our natural, but it was our nexus.
No, yeah, but he built it at our third base, or like at the low ground base.
Yeah.
So yeah, like this is just the first thing that came to my mind. Like as Zerg, you need the natural. Like 1 base Zerg is totally not viable. Maybe 1 base Nidos. But as Protoss, you don't really care about the second base.
Yeah.
Like if you get CannonRush, I don't know how to hold CannonRush as Protoss, but like it's a CannonRush on the main, on the minerals. This is the only CannonRush that works in PvP. Like CannonRush the main, and I think it only works if the defender walled is natural ramp, which is standard to do so in PvP. Not anymore.
We'll just try this CannonRush out, and then I don't know about other CannonRushes. Perhaps we will see additional CannonRushes, but I had never any problems defending a CannonRush like I would do as Zerg.
Okay.
Even though a Zealot is not as fast as my 6 links, of course. But when I play Hedge first, the pool, the CannonRush is incoming before the pool is finished, so I have to. Sorry. Could we use with salt mod so we can save if I make a mistake with I will open the map. It's okay for you?
Yeah, of course.
I will invite you to a party. So stream is still on, I hope.
Yeah, stream is live.
So Abyssal Reef. There you go.
The other
Great
OP
with
map.
mod. Yeah.
I think with extreme settings, it actually looks quite decent. With my normal hybrid settings, this map is almost unplayable ugly.
Okay.
Because it looks very strange. I think like with the hybrid settings, your lightnings are different.
Mm.
And then everything, like you don't see the biles.
So I'm on the... Yeah, I will take the base. You have to click Protoss. I think you on the upper hand side, so we have the same.
Yeah.
You have not enough minerals.
And when I'm in the middle of the map, I will build. His strange building placement too, building the first pylon at the low ground.
Is it necessary? I
No,
already built it in the
no, but he did it, so we'll just try to simulate what he did.
You must construct additional pylons.
He built his probe in, which I won't do.
Are you simulating the CannonRusher?
Yeah, I do.
Then we need to. I built a forge too. I thought I'm CannonRushing you.
No, sorry. Okay, no problem. We'll just... No, no problem.
How to get back?
We'll just restart, no problem. It will take a while, but you build the normal stuff. And when you scout the CannonRush, now you took the wrong location.
Oh.
At the button side, we'll just restart again. Please take the...
I didn't know
it's
that.
for the viewers,
Yeah.
so just on the left hand in the upper corner, please click on the Protoss symbol. Like
I didn't know that. Yeah, I thought I only have one option.
No.
Because it immediately sent me in the bottom right.
Not enough minerals.
No problem, no problem. You build the normal stuff?
Yeah.
I will build this strange CannonRush.
You have not enough
And
minerals.
immediately if you scout the CannonRush, you pull probes from gas.
You have not enough minerals.
And build, of course, like you did the second gateway, and builds zealots all the time, but it's important to...
You must construct additional. You have not enough minerals.
It's important you... Oh, that's wrong. I'm sorry, I have to concentrate a little bit. This doesn't make sense at all, what he did. Where you're totally right, but...
Yeah, like in PvP. I don't know, I have never seen this, it doesn't make sense to me.
So I will try to build the pylon now. And you should build your... Yeah, now you're there, take the probe of gas, yeah. Take one and follow it, and prepare for... No. I have not enough minerals to build additional stuff, and my probe is dead. You see, it's totally fine. I forgot to save, but I think I made the point. And the zealot is there. There's no way he gets up to 3 cannons. No way.
Can I try it out against you?
Okay, of course.
I want to try this. But yeah, I think you need to send.
But you are aware that your reactions are more faster than mine. That your mechanics are way faster than mine.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you have
of
to
course.
build. Okay, and you will do a good CannonRush. The same I will.
Oh.
No, it's no problem. It's not. You will build the forge. You will build the forge in your main, but I will build.
You have not enough minerals.
Pylon Gate Nexus. Then I'm more prepared for that.
Not enough minerals. construct additional pylons. You have not enough minerals.
Okay, I now see the CannonRush.
Your probes are under attack. Your probes are under attack. You have not... Base is under attack. You have not enough minerals.
No. Yeah, that's GG. Should I leave Sidley?
Yeah, and we can analyze the replay. I didn't took gas because we will just take a quick look at the replay, and we'll leave the game with quit, no surrender. I made many mistakes. Replays. Oh, I have lead, but okay, I think that's okay. Watch with others. And I've trained CannonRush quite a lot. I would never do a CannonRush like that. But it's really difficult for someone with not using two probes, and he did not use two probes, and with bad multitasking, to prevent the probe from dying and to cancel all the cannons in time. Like you're a grandmaster and you lost the probe anyway. Two probes, I think.
Yeah.
So this is the first CannonRush. We'll show it a little bit. He built the forge at the low ground and he built a gate afterwards, which doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, like he built a gate, and he didn't send probes.
And he didn't build a zealot, I think. So this gate is a cannon which could do damage. So and you see, we'll just go a little bit back. You see, you immediately react to the cannons, which is something I can't do because I have not your reflexes. So this is the perfect way to
game resumed.
To kill such a CannonRush. And
yeah, probably.
To attack the first pylon is okay too, because somewhere there will be a cannon, and you have to get rid of the pylons anyhow. And now you see the cannon and you attack again. So there's the next cannon and you see the cannon is down instantly, because I have to prevent my probe from dying. And of course, someone with really good reflexes, a really good cannon rusher, would prevent the cannons from dying. But I can assure you, nobody until Platinum or Diamond will do that, or is able to do that. And even if he is, you will lose one game out of 100, which is totally fine. So we'll just take a look at your CannonRush.
Yeah, probably. I never defended CannonRush as Protoss. I just know about one CannonRush on Gettysburg. And I think there you couldn't pull probes, but that was like not in the natural, that was at the ramp.
Yeah. And you, on Metalopolis, you could build cannons at the low ground which could shoot into the economy. But those days are gone.
Yeah.
So here's a major mistake. There is a cannon building. A cannon is building, but I do not attack it. that's a major mistake. And because it's a major mistake, I probably should lose the game.
Game resumed.
But even though I know CannonRush is coming, I go to panic mode anyway. But now there's the next 2 cannons I'm prepared for. You lose the probe, and therefore it's GG. Perhaps you could build a Nexus now, but I have I have 2 gates. If we would be on the same level of macro and mechanics, I would now be able to kill you. Or to make pressure. Okay. Thank you, Mama, for this test, and I hope you will try to defend CannonRush if it's played that poorly. If it's behind the mineral line and it's enclosed by pylons and stuff like that, we can easily go for 3-get robo. But if it's executed this poorly, then we should try to do it with probes. So you have to leave now, right? Or another game?
It's 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
I think we can play one more game.
Okay. Then we see you guys in the next game, and thank you, Mamba, very, very much.
Ja, see you guys.
Dann direkt auf den Knopf drücken.
Jo. Naja, ich muss erst um 9 Uhr weg, aber ich muss noch was erledigen vorher.
Kein Problem. Überhaupt kein Problem.
We found the game. Hello guys, welcome to the Protoss-Okko-Style. With me is Neoblade. Hello Neoblade.
Hello Mamba. So we got CannonRushed, but it's not possible because it's a Zerg opponent. We have to, Mamba, we have to think about voting one of the... If we get a map 3 times in a row, we will veto it, even though if then we get a bad map.
Yeah, I think so too. I think today we only played on this map.
Yeah.
One on Cactus. But yeah, it gets quite boring. Plus I still don't know how to wall on this map.
The wall I showed you is bad because I will make another screenshot because you're right, we should not take the 3rd at the low ground. We should take it on the left hand side at this spawning location. But well.
Yeah, plus I think that like the wall is actually easy on this map. But your first pylon has to be at the right location.
Yeah.
And it's like really just one hex that is correct and everything else is wrong.
Yes. I will find it out for you, and I think we won't lose a game like today because we didn't know the right pylon. Attacking drones on this level before your Nexus is set or started, it's never a good idea because it's like you are awaking a wolf and then it bites you into the hand. Just leave the drone alone, and if your Nexus is placed, you can search for...
I want to know what it's doing.
I understand, but then they tell you, hey, yeah, I'm a Protoss, you can block my Nexus. You always have to remember, we are in the lower leagues. But yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Is there a proxy hatch? Or is there... Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. A complete all-in. Mamba always tells us we're safe against all-ins.
Yes, we are, and now you see why. Mothership core hype! Yeah, Mothership core.
Nice.
Mothership is a good
nice,
unit.
nice.
Yeah, this is over. We should just leave.
Yeah, we just play 3-gate robo again, I think, or what you wanna do.
Yeah,
We can do anything, I think.
leaves.
Okay. We'll jump right into the replay. And making another game because this was too short.
Yeah.
I hope.
I knew something was up with that probe.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm
very sorry that but I think you would not have tried to take for probes and kill it. So
oh no.
We really couldn't do anything about it, I think. But I want to see this build order.
I think it's just 12 pull, drone pull. Yes it is.
Run hard and die. Yeah. It's a queen. He builds a queen, okay.
Yeah, the queen doesn't make sense.
Ah, okay, he wants to, yeah. I've seen it on... pause, please. I've seen this kind of strategy on the shortest map ever made in Wings of Liberty, in the beta.
Steps of
green.
War. Steps, yeah,
again?
that was Steps of War.
Steps of War. There you could build a 7 roach rush, and your queen would arrive in time with the 7 roaches. And you could transfuse them one time or so, and yeah. And, well, perhaps he thinks this map is the size like Steps of War. Well, run hard and die. It is not. Your queen should stay at home, or do not build it. If you
it, yeah.
yeah.
Or like, don't go for a strat like that anyway, because it doesn't make sense.
As you have seen. Okay, but I like it, and can please fast forward.
Yeah.
So not too okay. The speed is fine, and that's why Mambar convinced me to build a solid build order with an early mothership core, and then he goes into her economy. We have auto overcharge. He thinks, okay, he can win this game, but we have 16 probes. He has 3 drones. We have tech. He does not.
Yeah, and it's not even just about the Foden overcharge. Like it's a flying unit. It's invincible to Zerglings. You can kill them off with just auto attack.
No, the queen is coming.
Yeah, the queen is coming. It's almost there.
But my beloved Zergs out there, 3 zealots and a mothership core win against a queen.
Yeah.
So, really nice game. Really, really, really nice. We thank you very much if you see that. Run hard and die. Really nice game. And we have proven against cheese like this, it's no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that was nice. We actually have never played against cheese yet. But yeah, with the standard mothership core expand, we're incredibly safe. And it's like, it's even like it's a very fast nexus. You just gotta guess before the nexus.
Yes, it's
like 10 seconds later than
10 seconds or 15 seconds later. Yeah. No problem. I think I've seen Nexus first at 1 minute and 2 seconds, but we have at 18 seconds, but doesn't matter. Because against stuff like this, we're in the lower leagues, we want to show you a solid build order which is safe against most of the openings, most of the cheeses. And yeah, as you have seen, this cheese was no problem. Thank you very much, Mamba. Very great game. And I really liked the mothership core hype.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to pop.
Thank you very much.
I actually chrono boosted the zealot. I should not have done that. I think actually on these settings I was very surprised by the mothership core. I think with the settings I'm currently using, I can't tell if I'm building a mothership or not.
Okay, I can see it, but I play on
it,
high,
well,
and it's no problem for me. But
could you see it on the stream that it was building?
Oh,
maybe I'm just not
think
maybe
so
I'm just
too.
not
Yeah,
used
I
to it
think
because
so.
I'm playing on hybrid. It looks totally different.
I cannot tell, but I think I've seen it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, we can check it in the next game. I think you should see it in the next stream. I think there are some graphic settings where you don't see the mothership core building. I think you see it in the next stream though. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Guys,
Thank
thanks
you
for the
very
game.
much.
See you guys next time. Okay. Suchen wir gleich das nächste.
Genau. Du musst am Anfang ein bisschen alleine. Ich hol gerade meinen Kaffee. Bis gleich.
Jo, kein Problem. Hello guys, this is the Protoss-Okko-Style, and we are playing a PvP on Paladino Terminal. Neoblade will join us any moment. This is a very difficult map to play on. We considered vetoing it, but we decided not to. It's just a very early rush distance. Very open main, it's a very cheesy map, so maybe we're gonna lose on this map against some strange cheese, because our build order is not perfected for this map.
So I'm back.
Hello Neoblade. Yeah, we're playing the new map, Paladino Terminal.
So, okay. I have a question. Did you ever try to play on your high level Grandmaster or Grandmaster ladder with high settings, and did you get frame drops?
I don't get frame drops, but I think it's otherwise distracting.
Okay. Would you support the thesis of Okko that pro gamer would prefer to play with boxes if it's
maybe not boxes, but yeah, I think it distracts a lot, like all this shiny and strange stuff, like there's a fish or something like that glittering.
Yeah.
It's just unnecessary. What is this? I think it's the...
We need the zealot.
Yeah.
Chrono boost on the gate. A little bit behind, of course, so no. What's our opponent? Do you know it?
Eastern. This time we're playing our build order wrong, right. Our third zealot is on the way, warship core is on the way. Our opponent is scanning us. This must really hurt his economy.
Yeah,
this is
I think so too. But I'm really anxious to see if he's built a bunker or not, and I'm curious about it too. So please leave as soon as you have 3 zealots.
Yeah, I think he didn't build a bunker because he doesn't have money, because he scanned our main. Oh, we will see.
I take the challenge, and I think he probably could have built it because his macro otherwise is not good.
Yeah, I want to change my opinion. I think he doesn't have a natural because he can't afford it.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
You see? He doesn't have a natural.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Roxyrex?
No, it's Mass Rape.
Okay.
We need to get charged ASAP. Let's try to buy time with these Reapers.
Should we get a cannon behind every economy?
I don't think... Nah, I don't think cannons help.
Or should we get stalkers? Because this is an all-in, so... Or it's probably an all-in, I don't... Whatever you like.
I think we can defend it with charge. Oh, I have warp kit.
We see first real micro.
Oops. More gateways.
I liked your move that you have bite time, or you bought time, I'm sorry. My bad English. I think if we survive this, we will just build 8 gateways or 7 and then just kill him. Probably build a warp prison to warp into his main. But whatever you like.
Yeah, I think now we defended it. I think the game is over. We should have never...
I would think he will follow up with Cloaked Banshees, but perhaps I'm wrong.
Oh, he's following up with just Spire.
Okay.
I thought he's gonna have absolutely nothing at all. But he built units.
Built a lot of bio stuff, and that is nice. We won't need a third base, right? We will just kill him.
Oh yeah, the game is over. He's still on one base.
Oh, he's a tank. But we have charge.
Yeah, I think, or I thought we need the charge to kill the Reaper.
But his micro.
His micro wasn't very good.
But his micro was so bad he lost it all. He lost it all, right?
I think this is something what I would consider a build or a win if you would execute it well.
Yeah. Replay, please.
But yeah, we are in silver. And there are pretty much no build order wins in silver.
I think so too.
Like we've got the Reaper control, he would stay out of pylon range, our zealots would be totally useless until they get charged. And yeah, we
start, please.
Oh, start, yeah.
I don't want to interrupt you, but you're multitasking within the game, and the UI is sometimes a little bit slow.
Yeah.
Mine too. So yeah, there's no doubt about it. A Byan or a Maru would have just destroyed us completely. Even if he would have been told you are not able to build other units than Reapers, he would just have destroyed us. But well, we're in the lower leagues, and as you can see, you can defend more than one Reaper. And it's please pause.
Game paused.
Again, guys, we have seen it. I think, Mumber, please correct me if I'm wrong. 3-Rex Reaper is not built with a reactor, right? And we've seen it. We've seen it in Diamond on this black map 2 seasons ago, where the guy built a reactor and then Mass Reaper.
There are some Mass Reaper variations with reactors, though I think in TVT.
Okay, okay.
Oh yeah, like the standard 3-Rex Reaper that I know from CVT, it doesn't involve reactors.
Okay. Then, okay, then you can move forward, please.
Game resumed.
He's not able to. Now he's able to build enough stuff.
Yeah, like yeah, no, that builder makes no sense with the tech lab and like, I think if you get double
slower.
Yeah. Sorry.
Because here's something very important. Mamba used the smoke, I think, to prevent the Reapers from killing his zealots, and he buys time, which is very, very important. Then of course needs good multitasking. But it's totally fine to train multitasking and micro in these scenarios, because you only will get 1 game out of 20 with all-ins and cheese like that, I think. Even though we got 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Mamba?
Yeah. Kind of surprised that he didn't build more Reaper. Just noticed this right now. Like he builds just 6 Reaper, and then he follows it up in with Bio.
Yeah.
That's very strange.
I just think it's his. He thinks that he can kill a lot of workers with it, and then he scouts everything, and then he can just transfuse, I want to say, which is totally crap. He just can make a transition into bio, and then take a natural. This was a major mistake by him. Rewind, please. I want to see this from his vision. Why he...
I wanted to build a wall there, but then I got surrounded with the probes.
Yeah. Yeah, good reaction, and bam. Yeah, okay, you can now, I think, move fast forward.
True, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we just have to double the mineral income.
Yeah.
And we have charge.
This was a little bit lucky, I think, that we got the into his base, but
I think it was. I mean, he was out of his base.
Was out of what?
Like he couldn't close the depot.
Yeah, because he was
outside.
Outside, which was a mistake. If he wanted to scout, he just should have used 1 marine.
Absolutely.
But on the other hand,
the thing is, I think he wanted to all in us. Like,
okay.
I mean, obviously you can say like it was a mistake. He should have waited behind the depot. But the thing is, we have double his income. He needs to attack us, not we attack him.
Okay. But why is he building a tank? Don't you wait for the tank? No, he wants to do pressure and kite us. Okay. But he missed that we build charge. Okay. He perhaps he thought we built glaives. Yeah, you wanted to kite us. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I thought he just wanted to attack us with the bio. I don't know, there's his starport, like he's pilloried, it doesn't make sense. But like he couldn't close the depot because the Sadat was already on it.
Yeah. But if he could have closed it, he could have survived for a little bit longer, but I think there's no way he could...
yeah, that's what I wanted to say with it, like, he can't be defending in a situation like that, like, when you know, this applies, I think, to every level of StarCraft 2, when you know you're very far behind in economy, and like his incredibly far behind in economies on one base economy against two base economy.
Totally.
And when you can't be the aggressor then, and you need to defend, and then you're just dead. Like, you can't defend with a weaker economy.
I think so too. Totally agree. The Robo is finishing, and we could have just built a warp prism and then warp into his main, attack his front, and warp into his main. There's no way he could have win this game with turtling on one base.
Yeah.
And he would never get a second base.
Nope. Yeah, never.
If we scout good. Not like the Zerg on Cactus Valley who built a second
the hidden base, yeah.
base, but didn't use it. I like the guys in the lower leagues. It's fun. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, it was a fun game. I was expecting it to be harder to hold, but first of all, his control wasn't very good. Plus, it wasn't the free Rex Reaper I was expecting. It was just like very late Reapers, and then it was just, I think, 6 or 7. 6.
6.
I think, like, in a perfect game, I think you could get like 25 Reapers before we get charge, and that's not possible to deal with. You would need Adepts or Stalkers to deal with it.
I agree. So again, but I want to point out a last thing. We took our 3 zealots, we scouted the aggression, and therefore we could have research charge immediately, and the 3 zealots bought us time.
Yeah, the 3 zealots, they scouted, they bought us time. Just like our decision, like getting charged as soon as possible. Yeah, I mean, it worked out this game, but I think usually it shouldn't work out.
No, in I think in Platinum or Diamond we would have lost. We could have lost the game. But I think that's one important thing I want to say. Perhaps I quoted it. Pick told us, or told his community, don't think on StarCraft 2 as winning every game, and that you have to find a build order and a perfect solution for every situation you can get out there, because that is not possible. There will be things which surprise you. Think of StarCraft 2 as a tournament of poker. Nobody who enters the World Championship in poker thinks he will win every hand he gets. That's not possible. And every poker player knows it. He cannot win every hand. So he just has to make more money with his good hands than he loses with bad hands. And I think that's a good analogy for StarCraft 2. Just watch ladder as a training camp, as getting better, try to have fun and try to improve, but not try to focus on winning totally, because then you will get frustrated, because you will lose perhaps 50% of the games.
Yeah, I kinda disagree with one part, like about the like taking risks, like in poker. I think in an even game, when you know your opponent is equally good, you need to take these risks, and you need to play the game not to win every game, but to try to win most of the games. I think though, if you play against a weaker opponent and you really want to win, like for example in tournaments or something like that, there are a lot of styles in the game that are just 100% solid, that will never lose to anything.
I understand, yeah, you're right.
Like for example, as Zerg, my go-to strategy is 17-17 gas pool into very quick overload speed, and then you can just scout everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can't lose with this against weaker opponents. But if I would play against someone on the same level, I'm behind because I invested a lot of money into Overlord speed and the pool first.
Yes, I totally agree. But and if you play for perhaps a platinum guy in a $200 tournament, and it's the first round, and he will open with 14, you have a pool with 17-17. He has a 14 pool, and then you can scout with the Overlord speed all of his follow-up and stuff like that, and you know you will beat him with a better opening, with the macro game, even though he has gone hedge first. Then I totally agree. And Dark did it against Byan when he did not, when he knew Dark is famous for this 2 Rex double medivac drop, and he got Overlord speed early on. He didn't play hedge first on King's Sejong Station, but pool first, and flew Speed Overlord into the base at, I think,
That's
3
exactly.
minutes and 30 seconds.
And that's exactly the build order I'm talking about. I think this is the most. I know there are just as solid build orders for the other races, but that's like the build order for Zerg. If you never want to lose, except if you play worse than your opponent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, and we'll see us in the next video.
Yeah, see ya, guys.
So, dann tut mir das leid, dass ich dich jetzt so lange aufgehalten habe.
Jo, das ist kein Problem. Oh, wieso bin ich wieder in einem Replay drin?
Dann können wir... Ja, dann wünsche ich dir... Was machst du heute Abend? Also, du hast von irgendwas gesprochen.
Jo, bin bei einem Kumpel eingeladen.
Okay.
Der hat eine neue Wohnung.
Schön, freut mich. Dann mehrere Leute da oder nur eine kleine Runde?
Denke nur eine kleine Runde, so 3-4 Leute.
Vielleicht noch eine dumme